indicates just how much the Army will continue in future to depend on your support and effectiveness. In your first 50 years, you have justifiably earned the respect and admiration of the Army, and not just as engineers, technicians and craftsmen, but as a corps which plays its fullest part in peace and war in the Army's order of battle. And while I'm with you for this special event today, I just cannot let this parade pass without also saying a word of recognition and thanks to the families of the Corps. They have given you and the Army outstanding support since your foundation and have coped quietly, without fuss, but most impressively, with all the upheavals and uncertainties of service life, and we're grateful to them for that. So on behalf of the Army and our armed forces as a whole, I thank you and your predecessors for all that you have achieved. And here in Germany, I include in those thanks our acknowledgement of the magnificent support provided by your German civilian colleagues for over so many years. In conclusion, as we move towards the end of this special parade, I wish you and the Corps all the good fortune and continued success you so richly deserve. And I look forward with very great confidence as you move on now to your next 50 years and the completion of your first full century. Thank you very much.
Great! Great! Chant! So! Out! Increase! Order! Inward! Press!
The parade commander is Lieutenant Colonel Mike Huntley, who's currently the Commander Equipment Support at 4th Armoured Division, with its headquarters in Hereford. He served with 2 RTR. He's been to the Royal Military College of Science at Shrivenham and the Army Staff College at Camberley. Had a staff job with QMG's Ops and Plans branch in 83, commanded 12 Armoured Workshop in Osnabrück in 85 and 86. Became a Lieutenant Colonel in 87 when he was the MA to the Quartermaster General. He took over his current job in April of 1990 and becomes the Deputy Chief of Staff at 4DIV in August of this year.
Slightly different format for the march past and off. We will march past and off in column of route with the company commander at the front of the company, his Sergeant Major behind him, and of course his right hand marker on the right. The parade commander and the regimental Sergeant Major will not go as they normally would to the head, but will pick up the parade halfway down.
The CDS talked about the history of the REME and its real inception in the desert of North Africa in 1942. The desert described by a German general, General von Ravenstein, as the tactician's paradise, but the quartermaster's hell. Steve, you're a quartermaster. Would you agree with that?
Only when it's not sunny, Charlie. Yes. Yes, it was a nightmare for the quartermasters in the Gulf. Certainly.
During the very early days of the Corps, as the CDS mentioned, they played a key role in first recovering and then repairing tanks used in the launch of the first real Allied offensive, the Alamein and thereafter. From the period of the 23rd of October to the end of November 1942, they recovered 1,244 tanks and repaired 1,007 of them. That was just the main tanks. Over 500 armoured cars and carriers, and they didn't even bother to count the B vehicles, the ones with wheels, which they were able to clear up as well.
Just about to pass the dais now is number 1 company, 4 armoured workshop. Captain Adrian Hall, W02 Russ Booth. Immediately behind them, Lieutenant Clive Benham, just finished public duties at the Tower of London, Sergeant Major Kirkwood, Stafford Murray.
Yes, that's a bit of an honour for the REME, isn't it, doing public duties? I think you've done Windsor Castle sometime in the past.
Windsor Castle in 1986 and the Tower this time, of course.